I can't stop eating. I eat because I'm unhappy. And I'm unhappy because I eat.
What's up everyone, David here. Got a new video for y'all today, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Remember, new videos every week. So for today, we're gonna be going over what is my personal diet, what I eat throughout the day. Like most normal people, you gotta start off the day with breakfast. So we got the pan heated up. We're gonna put a little bit of oil in there. And the type of oil I'm gonna be using here is avocado oil. Some people use olive oil, some people use vegetable oil. Only reason why I'm using it is because apparently it's healthier for you. That's what my girlfriend said. Don't really know how true that is, but fuck it. So we're gonna use it. Here's what we got for breakfast. We're gonna do 3 whole eggs. Whole eggs, I don't bother separating the egg white from the whole egg. A lot of people say, no, you only need to eat the egg white. You can't be eating so many egg yolks because of the cholesterol. I like to point out, do you actually even know what cholesterol is? Do you know what it does for you? Do you know the benefits from it, where it's coming from? If you don't stress about it. I personally, I eat the whole egg. So along with that, 3 whole eggs. I got some shredded steak that we have left over. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heating up this steak right here. I'm gonna go with 6 ounces. Luckily, I've been doing this long enough to know just by eyeballing it how much it is. So, oh, listen to that sound. Listen to that sound. That's my favorite sound in the whole world. When a hot piece of meat hits the pan or you lay down the steak on the grill that's sizzling. Oh, wow. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, there's a chili in there. I'm gonna leave that back for some flavor later. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with 6 ounces of the steak. Realistically, the only reason why I'm putting it in here is just to heat it up because, like I said, it's already cooked. So right away to that, we're gonna go ahead and go with the 3 eggs. And then if you occasionally crack the egg, you guys a couple of eggshells in there, fuck it, leave it. You probably needed the extra calcium anyways. So right there. Okay, now I need to scramble these motherfuckers. And I like to point out, my diet Monday through Thursday is a lot different from the diet Friday through Sunday. And it's not necessarily that I'm eating junk food throughout the weekend, Friday through Sunday. It's just that Monday through Thursday are typically my harder days at work, longer hours, a little bit more busy. So I typically eat, the more standard, traditional bodybuilding routine. More protein shakes, chicken and rice with vegetables, things like that. But the thing is, I blend my food Monday through Thursday. So I'll make a protein shake consisting of rice, chicken, greens, and I just blend it all up. The reason why is because I don't want to be sitting there chewing dry ass chicken breasts, wasting that much time, especially when I'm eating multiple times a day. Luckily, Friday through Sunday though, I actually get a chance to cook my food and eat solid food. So that's what we're doing today. I'm showing you the diet that I eat Friday through Sunday. And again, it all starts off with breakfast. So we're gonna go ahead and finish cooking this up. 3 eggs, 6 ounces of meat, specifically red meat, steak. If you wanna go with ground beef, that's perfectly fine. If you wanna cut up a ribeye, go whatever you want. Use whatever meat you want. It's personal choice. And then I'm gonna show you after what I'm actually gonna be drinking along with this. So I'm pretty sure many of you have seen those videos of the bodybuilders. They always talk about the protein, carbs, the fats, the 3 macros. Now, here's the thing I don't understand though. It's not always about the macros, all right? It's not always about just eating protein. It's not always just about eating your carbs. It's not always about eating your fats. You gotta get the macros in there, all right? It's not always about the macros. Get the macros in there, the vitamins, the minerals, the little nutrients. Those are the things that are gonna be looking out for your health. Even if you're on a bulking diet, you don't wanna be eating all this food and putting your health, at risk. You wanna make sure you get those fruits and vegetables in. I'm sorry, the what? the fruits and vegetables, those green things that you leave at the bottom drawer of your fridge and then you throw out once they go bad, yeah, those are called vegetables. Those are good for you. Those colorful things that grow on trees and shrubs and bushes, yeah, those are called fruits. We need those. There's a reason why they grow. We got to consume that. It's not always about just eating meat and rice, chicken and rice, steak and potatoes. No, you need some color in the diet. So here's what we're going to do. Best way to do it, for me at least, I'm going to be blending it up, drink it down. I personally don't like certain fruits and vegetables, but I got to get them down anyways. Might as well chug it down all in one shot so I don't have to taste it. Right here, look at that. Look at that. Looks repulsive, doesn't it? This is cucumber, lemon, and celery. Put it through the juicer. This is all green detox juice right there. So I'm doing it for the health benefits. Shake it up, boom. Now it looks like your regular green drink. Right here, we're gonna go ahead, pour some of that in the blender. Roughly 1.5 cups to 2 cups, right around there. And then in here, so that covers majority of my, or not majority of vegetables, only one vegetable in there, it's just a celery. But we got a cucumber and we got a lemon in there, not too bad. And then right here, we got a piece of beet, all right? And then we got some mango chunks and some blueberry chunks. That might be hard to see, I don't want to tip it all the way over. Right there, oh. Okay, so we're just gonna go throw all that in there. And with the mango chunks and the blueberries together, it equates to roughly a cup worth of fruit and then just the piece of beet, however much you wanna put in there. So go ahead, pour that in there, get every last bit of it. And I like to point out, these fruits were frozen, so I don't have to put ice, so the smoothie is nice and cold. And let's get it.
An eternity later.
Okay, so here's the final product. Look at that beauty right there. We're talking about 3 whole eggs, 6 ounces of red meat. A smoothie consisting of roughly 2 cups of, we'll just call it green juice. The green juice consisting of celery, cucumber, lemon. I know lemon's yellow, but whatever. And then a cup's worth of fruit. That fruit consisting of not pineapple, I hate pineapples. Mangoes, frozen blueberries, and a piece of beet. So yeah. Here we go. So all we gotta do left is just throw some hot sauce on this bitch. And then just eat her up. I love my breakfast the way I love my girlfriend. Hot and spicy, and I just wanna eat her up. So let's get it. Like I said, no day's complete without breakfast. Most important meal of the day, breakfast of champions right here. Let's get it. And I'd like to point out, I said earlier, my diet Monday through Thursday is different from Friday through Sunday. If this were to have been Monday through Thursday, I wouldn't be eating eggs in the morning. I wouldn't even be eating a solid meal. What I would have done is a protein shake. That's the exact same protein shake that I eat post-workout. So I'm gonna be working out after this. And you're gonna see me blend right now the second meal, which is that post-workout shake. Monday through Thursday, I blend that exact same shake, but I add a little bit of extra of everything so that by the time it's done blending, 1/3 of it I will drink before the workout, which is my first meal of the day. And then the final 2/3 of what's in the blender is what I drink after the workout. Today I just gotta put the regular amount of everything because obviously I'm not gonna be drinking pre-workout, I'm gonna be eating this instead. It's all relative though, so let's get this down. Eating is the hardest part, they always say that. Boom, done. The meat was incredibly dry, if I do say so myself. Probably because of the leftovers, and I probably left it on the pan for too long, so it overcooked it. That's pretty much it. Tastes good though, just drier than I thought it would be. And typically, since I drink a smoothie, by the time I'm done eating it, it all goes to the bottom, like the pulp. I don't like that. I don't feel like going all the way over there, getting another fork or spoon or straw or something, so I'm gonna grab the same one that we just used, clean that off, use it to stir. Hate all you want in the comments, I don't care. If it tastes a little spicy from the hot sauce, big whoop. There's worse problems going on in the world, and you're worried about me using the same spoon to serve my smoothie? Nah. And same thing, since I don't like the flavor of certain things that were put in the smoothie, I'm gonna chug it all in one shot. I'm primarily talking about the beets. I hate beets. I'm still chewing that last one. Salud. All right, let me show you now what meal number 2 is gonna be. Gonna be blending the shake before I work out, so once I'm done hitting the gym, it'll be ready to drink. That concludes meal number 1. Total macro count for that meal right here. Total macro count for the day right here. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to preparing meal number 2. Like I said, after I'm done eating that meal, I'm gonna go ahead and work out. I wanna have this ready so when I'm done working out, I could just down it real quick. The recipe for this shake is the exact same recipe as the last protein shake video I made. Right here for reference. Make sure you watch that video in case you haven't already. But just for a quick review, here's what we got. Milk. Now you can choose whatever milk you want. If you got a lactose intolerance, this is no big deal. I'm only gonna judge in my head. If you want to drink your almond milk, your cashew milk, your oat milk, whatever, I'm gonna drink cow milk because milk comes from the cow. So 2 cups of milk. For a little bit of flavor, we're gonna go powdered peanut butter. Now if you want to use the real one, you can. The only reason why I'm not using the real one is because I break out for some reason a lot when I eat peanut butter. That seems to be the only food that makes me just break out nonstop, and I don't want to deal with that. It's not middle school. I should have clear skin by now. Afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and throw in a whole banana. Some people put in a half banana. I just put the whole thing. Then we're gonna put in half a cup of oats. If you want to put a whole cup, you can, or whatever you want. This is my main carb source along with the banana for this particular recipe. And the main protein source, we're gonna go with a scoop of protein powder. Now, you don't really need protein powder in this. I mean, realistically, there's already a good amount of protein in here. There's 8 grams of protein per cup of milk with 2 cups, so there's 16 grams of protein. There's 5 grams of protein in half a cup of oats, so that puts you at 21 grams. And then the peanut butter, although it's powdered, it still got 6 grams. So overall, you got 27 grams of protein just without protein powder. Once you add it, that's an additional 24. That's gonna give you 50 grams of protein, or not 50. It'll give you 51. Yeah, 51 grams of protein. So not too bad. Do it as you please. And then afterwards, I actually drink the caffeine after my workout because I had a good night to sleep. Look at, I put a protein scooper thing inside the Folgers. That's how much we're gonna put in there. Boom. I got a good night's of sleep last night, so I'm only gonna take caffeine when I feel I need that pick-me-up. I'm running off the rest from last night's sleep, so the workout's gonna be fine. But after I work out, I'm probably gonna crash because I'm gonna push it hard. That's when I'm gonna want this caffeine to kick in, so that's why I'm gonna include it afterwards. And also, just if you look at the research, it's better to have caffeine not within the first 90 minutes of you waking up. You wanna know more about that? Look up Dr. Andrew Huberman. Great stuff he's gotta say. You can learn a lot from him, so I'm just trying to apply what he says. He's got a PhD, so obviously he knows what he's saying. But yeah, put all that together and blend it up.
An eternity later.
And the blending has been completed. So go ahead, put this in a shaker cup so that it's ready to drink. You can take it with you on the go. Get every last bit of protein out there. You gotta let everything drip out. Every last gram of protein counts. Nothing goes to waste here. There we go, nice. All right, so obviously rinse out your blender. We talked about what I'm gonna be eating after, or I should say what I'm gonna be drinking after I work out. What about during? So we gotta have some intra-workout carbs. Intra means during, so here's what we got. Regular water that I'm gonna be drinking throughout the workout, but just to add a little bit of, little bit more flavor, something a little bit more exciting. We got Tang. Tang is like that orange powder. 1 serving, which again, for some reason, the little Tang doesn't come with a fucking scooper, so how am I supposed to know what the measurements is? It says 3/4 of a scoop is 1 serving, but it never comes with a fucking scoop, so how am I supposed to know what scoop are we talking about? So it's like, fuck it, I'll just measure it out. So I don't really know how much I'm putting. I grabbed the scooper from a leftover creatine scoop that I had, and I just put it in here, and I put 2 of that, so 2 creatine scoops, volume-wise. That's what we're gonna be putting in there. So I'll cap it, shake it up, and we're ready to train. Bienvenidos al gym, aka my backyard. So let's go ahead and get this upper body workout in. There you have it. That was the workout. Started off with bench press, worked up to a heavy set of 6. Afterwards, went on to some neutral grip pull-ups, did 3 sets of 12 with that. Then moved on to some rope pushdowns to blow up the triceps. Did 3 sets of right around 8 to 12 rep ranges. And then finished off with some dumbbell curls. Started off with alternating. And then as I started feeling fatigued, I started finishing off with both at the same time. Again, same thing, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. So that concludes the workout. And what are we gonna drink? That shake that we blended up prior to the workout is exactly what I mean. Get it blended before. So right after you depleted yourself, push hard in the gym, getting results, boom, reward yourself with some good old protein. And just like the berry smoothie that I drank this morning, I'm gonna chug it. Tastes like chocolate, coffee, and peanut butter. Not a bad taste. So down that shake, I'm gonna down whatever's left of this water. Remember, there are calories in this because I put the Tang. Don't really know how many calories it is because I can't. Again, the fucking Tang doesn't come with a scoop. So how the fuck is it gonna tell me, hey, 1 serving size is 3/4 of a scoop? Okay, 3/4 of what scoop? There's no fucking scoop in there. So fuck it, eyeball it. All right, from here, now I got roughly 2.5 to 3 hours before my next meal. So what I'm gonna do in the meantime is I'm gonna wash my hands, get a little bit cleaned up, and start filming some content because I got nothing planned for next week, so I gotta make sure I get this filming done. Let's get it. All right, after a long 3 hours of filming, it's time to eat again. So here's what we got. We got 8 ounces of steak, a baked potato, rather small, I couldn't find a bigger one, and a cup of greens. We're talking about spring mix here. Again, I like to reiterate the point. A lot of these bodybuilders, man, they be eating the proteins, carbs, fats. Right here, we got the protein and the fats because there's a lot of fat on the steak. I did not trim it out. And we got right here the carbs with the potato. But remember, it's not always about the macros. You also got to get the micronutrients in there, the vitamins, the minerals. You know, these green things, these leaves, they may not taste the best, but you got to eat them anyways. So here's what we got. 8-ounce steak, seasoned it with some pepper, some salt, garlic powder, kept it real simple. And then the baked potato on the inside, opened it up, put some salt, some pepper, and some butter in there. Real simple. Greens are greens, didn't add anything to it. And actually, normally I would be drinking this with orange juice, but I happened to run out of orange juice yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and go with cranberry juice. Ah, that's tart, just the way we like it. So, relatively good meal right here. Again, I didn't trim off any of the fat. I like the extra calories, I like the flavor. So, needless to say, all we gotta do is eat. Now when it comes to the baked potato, I ate the whole thing. I ate the skin. I know a lot of people, they kind of like peel the meat of the potato off the skin. Nah, I just eat the whole thing. Just make sure you wash it if you're gonna be doing that. Yeah, greens. And typically when it's a food I don't like, for example, vegetables, I try to eat it all first and then save the best for last. And you already know, the steak is gonna be last. This is my food. This is my food's food. Second class vegetarian. I eat the cow eats the greens. There you have it, everyone. That's meal number 3. Went down fairly easy. Like I said, the diet I do Friday through Sunday is different from what I do Monday through Thursday. First off, it's solid. Second off, this was a baked potato, a steak, and greens. During Monday through Thursday, this would have been a chicken breast, 1.5 cups of rice, and greens. The greens is the only thing that stays the same, but on the Monday through Thursday, the chicken, the rice, the greens, it would have been blended up and I would have just downed it all in one shot. Now, you know, day off from work, have time to prep it, have time to enjoy it, sit down and eat. And this would have been orange juice, but like I said, ran out. So that went down. So meal number 3 completed. Gonna go ahead, clean all this up, then start editing the videos that I just filmed, or edit the content that was just filmed before eating this. And then we'll tune back in when it's time to eat meal number 4.
One eternity later.
Okay, from here we got a little bit of multitasking going on now. It's time for meal number 4, but I still gotta edit. So we got this going, take a bite, edit, take a bite, edit. We're just gonna be alternating back and forth. So here's what we got. Meal number 4 is exactly the same as meal number 3. An 8-ounce steak. Oh, look at that beauty right there. 1 baked potato with butter, salt, pepper, and then a handful of the greens again. And just like the last time, there has been no orange juice that has magically spawned in the fridge, so I'm stuck drinking cranberry juice again. Not a deal breaker, but needs to go down either way. So again, meal number 4, exactly the same as meal number 3. We're gonna be multitasking and getting this down because we can't be skipping on the gains. And I like to point out, again, don't skip your fucking vegetables. Look out for your health. It's not always about protein and carbs. It's not always about chicken and rice. It's not always about steak and potatoes. You gotta get the micronutrients in there as well. Multitasking complete. Managed to finish this video, currently exporting, and throughout that, also got the meal down. I'm not gonna lie, since I was multitasking, this took a little bit longer than expected to finish. By the end of it, the last few bites, the steak was already cold, but I could have just reheated it, but I really wanted to get this done, so oh well. Meal number 4, exactly the same as meal number 3. Macro count for meal 3 and 4 right here. Total daily intake thus far right there. So we got 1 more meal left, roughly 2 or 3 hours before I gotta drink it, because it is gonna be another shake. Till then, I got a couple more videos I gotta edit, a little bit more content I gotta work on, and then when the time comes, I'll show you what goes into that last shake. Okay, I'm finally done editing the last video for the couples page on YouTube. For those who don't know, I got a couples page with La Novia. If you're not subscribed, first off, shame on you. You should be. Second off, fucking subscribe. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink my last shake of the day. Now, I didn't record blending it up, but what we got in here is going to be 2 cups of milk. It was just regular, like 2% milk or something. Got 1 banana, half a cup of oats, a scoop of vanilla protein powder, Orgain specifically, 1 scoop of collagen, and half a cup of cottage cheese. Now, the reason for the cottage cheese is because it's got that casein protein. That casein protein is a very slow digesting protein. Really good for when you're about to go to sleep at night or you're gonna go a prolonged period of time without eating. Digests a little slower, keeps the protein in your body a little bit longer. And just like any other shake that I've been drinking, or I should say any other liquid that I've been drinking throughout the day, I'm gonna down it in 1 shot. It doesn't taste bad, but you know, you save time this way. So, salud. She was extra thick, just like my girlfriend, but still slurp her up. So, not bad flavor. The banana was a little too green, but that's the only bananas I had, so oh well. Back to creating content. Now I gotta create the TikToks for the couples page and a couple for my own personal page. Almost done throughout the day. Almost done. We're almost there. Just a couple more hours, and then it'll be time to go to sleep. And I may have 1 more snack before going to sleep. I know I said this is the last meal, but with the way things are going, I got a feeling I'm gonna be up a little bit while longer. I'm gonna get hungry by the time I'm done editing everything. So we're gonna get a couple snacks in a bit. So I'll keep y'all posted. Okay, so just jumped out of the shower, feeling nice and fresh, feeling big. And by big, I mean I feel full. But I'm gonna eat 1 more thing before we call it a day. And this is more of just like a nighttime snack. So I'm gonna eating 1 of these heavenly hunks. Funny story about this is my girlfriend is obsessed with these. We went to Costco one time and then she got them for the first time, and then it was like 6 months until they restocked them. And I thought, I'm like, man, they're overrated. They're not all that. They're not bad, but I personally don't see how they taste. So wow, the way she thinks. And then I was watching a video of Brian Shaw Strength. You should check him out if you haven't. And I'm like, wait, he's eating one of these. It was one of his food videos. I'm like, well, if he's got eating them, I gotta eat them. So now I'm eating 1 per night, and they pack a lot of calories. That's why I'm only sticking to 1. It's 120 calories per little square cookie or whatever it is, hunk. 120 calories per hunk. Along with that, 1 yogurt to get that last bit of protein in, 15 grams of protein. I go with the Oikos. This time we're gonna go with mixed berry. And then the last 2 things, I take my vitamins at night. So right here, I got regular multivitamin, fish oil, and that's just for regular health. But then I got a magnesium vitamin. The magnesium I'm gonna use for muscle relaxation, just to kind of unwind, get ready to sleep. And then I down it with tart cherry juice. The tart cherry juice, same reasons for the magnesium. Using it for a little bit of muscle soreness to recover, and also for the natural melatonin that's in here to help aid in my sleep quality. So let's get it down. And typically I'll drink right around a cup of this. So there's roughly a cup in here already. So I'm just gonna finish it off. After I'm done with that, go ahead, get this down, eat 1 hunk, and that'll pretty much call it a day. So total caloric intake for just these little snacks right here, we got it right here. Overall total for protein, carbs, fat, and calories for everything that was eaten today, right here. This is the breakdown. So as you can see, slightly over 4,000 calories throughout the day, plenty of nutrients, got my protein, my carbs, my fat, made sure I ate my vegetables, my fruit, drank plenty of water throughout the day. I didn't show it on camera, but I drank water with every single meal. Overall, good day of eating. This is the diet I'm on Friday through Sunday, when I have a little bit more time to prepare the food, when I have time to cook and actually chew. But if it was Monday through Thursday, it'd be the typical chicken and rice, greens, and I'll be blending it and just, you know, drinking it to save time because I'm busier on those days, but whatever. Comment down below if you enjoyed watching this video. Comment down below also what is your diet that you're on. What do you eat throughout the day? How many calories are you eating throughout the day? How many grams of protein? Things like that. I'm interested to see what other people are doing. Make sure you also comment down any other video suggestions you may have, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diet, training, workout programs, or anything fitness related. I'd be more than happy to make videos about that. Subscribe to not just this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, we got new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. And for Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Make sure you follow me on my accounts, my girlfriend's, the couple's. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.